remainder of Edith Finch. Oh, this is a reference! This is a reference to another one of their games. Okay, I might play this one afterwards. Oh, it's such a good game.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
So that symbol down there is this is from a game called The Unfinished Swan. Making a doorway so he can go to the painting world, huh?
I was four when Milton disappeared. Mom
That's the
spent nights
castle in the
searching for my
Unfinished
brother.
Swan.
Then she sealed the doors. Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Ugh, I go all the way around and you block it off with trash bags. Ow. Up to the top, huh? Here we go. Little empty pots.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but
There's a boat
I think
in the
Lewis
house.
blamed himself.
Look at that. Look at that awesome stack of chaos.
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Ooh, cannery. Can you believe it? Let's be honest though, this is a pretty awesome bedroom. All the way up here at the top of the house.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Nah, I get it because of the hookah. I mean, imagine being high on this and then just sitting and looking at that. Legalize marijuana. Well, in many places it is now. It is legal.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse.
I mean, marijuana's not
Newly
really
sober,
substance abuse.
I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself.
Oh yeah, I can see
In
how
our
you would
sessions, I
withdraw
saw the same
yourself from
behavior.
this.
His mind began to wander. I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about.
Controlling two things at the same time
Then
is
something
not
moved.
easy.
Bats and toads.
Ooh, dragon. I do have to go this way. Okay.
And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then.
Winter isometric.
Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
I like the music. Yeah, wave them hands.
And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger.
I know the frame rate's not amazing, but there's nothing I can do about it right now. I don't know.
He no longer spoke at the cannery.
I'll figure out how to fix that. Where are you wanting me? Oh, I guess I got caught on the...
But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville.
New Louisville?
St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality.
I mean, I get that too.
Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
Right, just ignore the mom. There we go.
In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a handsome queen. The queen was on her own quest for sinister serpents. Before followed the sound of her
Wait, can I? Yeah!
electric sitar. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination. But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
I mean, yeah,
My
I'd rather be in
imagination
that
is as real
reality
as my
too.
body, he told me.
Yeah.
It was hard to argue with him.
Hey, a Nintendo handheld. Look at that. Chinese food.
He began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember
ready?
Lewis, the cannery worker.
Climb the golden palace's steps.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt. I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on inviting him.
Yeah, good kitty. It's Molly. I'd listen to Molly.
His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head. And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Ah, yes. His head rambling down the fish chute. Well,
My brother was really cool.
yeah.
I wish you could have met him.
Alright, well, I think we're gonna end there for now. Enjoy this awesome view of a bedroom. I will see you guys next week. Bye now.